Yo, what's up, homies? We're back. We're up here on our inn for whatever reason. I actually don't know how I ended up here, but anyways, yeah, we've got one more thing that I want to do in our tavern, and I may or may not have gotten it from the comments section on the tavern video. But before we get into that, I just got to give a massive shout out to everybody that's been watching and commenting and liking. You guys have made this journey an absolute joy, and I mean, honestly, just thank you guys so much. I couldn't be more appreciative of all of you. Oh, and one last thing before we get into our secret little project down there. I've been meaning to plug my TikTok for a while now, and I keep forgetting. So if you're a TikToker, go ahead and shoot me a follow over there. I'll try and put a link in the description. And if you're interested in watching some shorts of the videos that you've already watched on here, I didn't really think of that. But yeah, go follow me. That'd be cool. I love you. But now we can get to our little project that I want to do inside the tavern that I actually got from one of the comments on the tavern video. It was Lou Rosie, and she says, I'd stop by there for a pint of mead and a good brawl. So you may have an idea of what I'm thinking, but we need a brawl room, and we're going to make a secret brawl room underneath the tavern. I've actually already got an idea for it. I have it planned out where we're going to make it, and yeah, we're going to get into that. And then actually there's also one more building that I want to build up here. I don't quite know if it'll fit, but I want to do it up on that ledge. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, let's get in here and start getting to work on this secret little brawl room. So for starters, I had to take down our armor stands because they were all right here in the way. And I want to do it behind the bar. That way it's like doubly hidden. And I also want to use this bookshelf as a way to get in. So we needed to obviously move all that stuff through right in here for the time being. So now what we're going to do is just remove this little bit of wood so that we can form a staircase to get down there. So I think what we'll do first is just clear out a nice big area down here so that we've got some room to get into some redstone. And now the area is cleared out. I believe we should have enough room to do all of this, so let's dive into it. So firstly and foremostly, we need to build a comparator, which I'm pretty sure is just that and a little bit of redstone, maybe? Let's see. Redstone, nether quartz, redstone torch, and stone is not enough. Maybe I do need to just take all of these. And there we go. It's 2. Oh, it's 3 torches. Okay. So firstly, we need to get to placing some sticky pistons, and the first one is going to go right there. So we need to not do anything because that's not where it goes. It goes right there. So now we can put the first one right here so that will pull the stair down. And then we need to place some here, 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 and of course here. Now these will just have the blocks that are going to be the floor attached to them, so we can throw some logs back on that and some planks. So let's see, we'll throw 2 logs like that and then 2 planks there, and then this one will stay closed. Is there still enough room? Yes, there is still enough room to get down, and we could actually even switch that to a slab. Oh wait, I have a slab on me. There we go. So the design that I have here is going to include this one pushing that stair up to where it is right now after these are pulled back, and then this will pull that down and these will go back into place. So I'm going to use the same technique that I used in the defenses building with the skeleton thing, and I'm sure there's something that's a little bit more compact that I could do, but unfortunately for me, I am no mumbo jumbo, but that's okay. We'll manage, hopefully. But anyways, we got to get up here. We need to remove this and that, so that we can place a comparator down there. Well, I guess anyways, as I was saying, I guess we should place a block right there to put the comparator on, like so. And then we can put these back. And I got an achievement for read the power signal of a chiseled bookshelf using a comparator. Okay. Yeah, we did it! Anyways, so let's get some more redstone up there. I guess we'll remove this one as well so that we can do it a little bit cleaner. So we need 1 piece of redstone right on there. Oh, there, and then we'll step it down a bit just so that I can see what I'm doing. So I think what we'll do now is our little delayed thing. I don't even remember what the heck it was called, but it seemed to work, so we'll do it again. And if I remember correctly, it was blocks in the 4 corners, and then we had repeaters on this 3 that I believe were all fully extended just for maximum delay. This one was left short, and then we actually did a little rerouting right there because we need a little bit more space over here, but then we throw some redstone dust like this, we throw some repeaters down to power the pistons, and the upper section is now working. So those pistons are all extended, which means this one does need to be retracted. So when we power this one, we have to make sure it's exactly how it is. Oops, ran out of stone. So now if we do power like that and then a torch, it does shut off, which is absolutely perfect. And then we run redstone right over like this into there. And let's see if this thing is going to work out the first try. So we'll take our book out and throw it in the first slot. And they retracted, but this came up first. That's not good. And it would appear that I forgot to put my last repeater in there. So let's try this again. So we remove it from here and throw it in the first slot. That is just very incorrect. So let's see what happens when I put the book back in number 6. Okay, so it works that way. But then going back, it's wrong. So that means that the timing is not exactly working properly. And I actually just discovered that I had this built incorrectly. I didn't have it far enough away this way. So now that I have room for a torch right here, it seems to be working. So let's get on down there and check it out again. Let's remove the book from the 6th slot and put it in the 1st. Goes down and closed. You'll never know anything is here. Then we'll remove it and put it in the 6th, and we are back, and we've got a staircase, and it seems to be working properly, actually. Maybe I am Mumbo.
Not Mumbo.
So how this whole thing works is with the comparator, it reads the signal that the bookcase is putting out. So when it's in the 1st slot, it's only putting out a signal strength of 1, which of course means that it doesn't power these two. So I just throw it in the 6th slot, and then it powers the whole thing, which in turn opens up everything. And that's kind of the extent of the redstone work for this. It's very simple, I would say, compared to most. So we'll put it back in the 1st section. It's only got a signal strength of 1, so everything closes perfectly. We'll take it back out and put it in 6, and we open right up. And yeah, now we've gotten our secret entrance all built up, ready to go. So we can open this back up, and now we can start building our little walkway to get over here into the main Brawl room. So, let's get to digging, why don't we? Let's just get going. Alright, so we got the space for the fight club cleared out, and we have accidentally also found a cave. So, I'm gonna go up there and just do a little bit of lighting, because I got kind of bomb dropped by a couple zombies, so I figure maybe we'll just go through and light it up a bit so that they can at least spawn a little bit further away from here. Why does this look like this? This seems like something's up with this. This is weird. And there's snow. Okay, interesting. All right, there's not as much as I thought there was, so I think we should be good with lighting up just how much we did. Ow! I'm not talking to you, bro. Leave me alone. But I think we are good with up here. Let's see. This one looks like it's pretty well lit already, which would be nice. Let's throw one more over here just for good measures, and we'll get back down here, and we're gonna start making some walls and things. Alright, so we got some deeps laid out. We're gonna go ahead and start building the walls to this place, which are going to include... How am I gonna do that right here, actually? I think we need to take this row of trapdoors down, and that way we can put the wall right where it needs to be, and then I suppose we'll do the same thing on the other side, just to even it up a bit. And now we need to start tearing out the walls that are going to be deep slate. which is a little bit annoying. So I figure while we're at it, we'll just tear out the rest of these walls and start replacing them with the deep slate. And once we're done with that, we'll be able to do a little bit more of the fun stuff. So let's finish this stuff up right quick, why don't we? All right, the walls are done and in place, and we did have to do a little bit of a change to the walkway here just because this row had some redstone above it, which I could not do anything about. So the new walkway is 1 block wide, but I kind of think that kind of like helps the secret a little bit, if you can get what I'm saying. So now I'm going to go through and just place a bunch of deep slate across the ceiling as well, because it's going to be pretty much the same exact thing, just we are going to do the whole stairs you know, around the corner up there, just as a bit of a smoother transition, you know, just so it doesn't look like a big box of bricks, essentially. And then I think we also are going to do some lighting from the ceiling. I don't know if I want to use the copper bulbs or just like a chandelier type thing with some lanterns on it, but we'll get there when we get there. We got to have a ceiling first. All right, we are now all enclosed. So I think we're just going to go ahead and get our stairs out. Oh, good, 26. Oh, there we go. We got some more. And let's just go ahead and start placing, why don't we? Not those, that is just the incorrect technique. There we go, that's more like it. And here we have the upper angle done, and yeah, it just kind of breaks it up a little bit, like I said last time. And now we got to decide what to do about the floor. So I was experimenting with some things to use for the floor, and I think I've decided to settle on the deep slate tiles and the cracked deep slate tiles. It kind of does work. I mean, it is all deep slate, so obviously it's not too far off, but it does work, and it also is a little bit darker than the walls, which I absolutely love, so we're going to run with it. So we'll clear everything out at once, and then we'll lay the floor down, and then we can finally get started on the fun stuff. We have a bunch of stuff that we have to design and come up with. I kind of do want to do like a little wrestling ring type thing. Of course, that's not exactly purely medieval, but that's okay. We're also using redstone, so I think you guys will understand. We'll throw some cracked down around first, and then we'll get the regular stuff in. All right, so we got that all done, and oh, yes. Yes, this is perfect. Nice and dark. We want a dark, secret fight room. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. And I even just made it a little bit gooder, so I added some cobbled deep slate around just to break up the kind of repetitive brick and crack brick type deal. So now we got a little bit more going on, and it kind of even looks better, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's starting to look even more like a little bit of a secret room that you're not supposed to know about, if that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense in my brain, but we all know my brain. So now we can get to the fun bit, aka the decorating bit. And I think we want to start with I really want to try and do like a wrestling ring type thing over on this side. So I think what I'm going to do is go grab my wool and use that for the base of it, because, you know, we don't want these people getting too roughed up while they're fighting over here. So I think we'll do that. Maybe we'll use some chains for the ropes. I think that's the only thing that we could use, honestly, because everything else would not exactly work. So we're going to take some light gray and some dark gray, and we're going to use that for the base of it, really. And we've still got to decide what exactly we want to do about lighting. I kind of want to do the same style that I did in the storage area in the main base, which is just the lava around the edge, but that would be so much lava to go and run back and forth to bring in here, but it would look really, really cool. I don't know, I'm undecided, but let's get this thing in first. So I think what we'll do is put this here so that it's not completely pitch black. That was a little scary. So let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. Is that going to be good? I think that'll work. Okay. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 this way. And then we'll just fill her on in. And that will be the base of the little miniature fight ring that we got going on in here. And that does leave us some room over here, and we could always go back that way into that wall a little if we need to, but we also may not need to do that. All right, so let's get out some stairs. I think we'll just use some deep slate brick stairs all of the way around just so that you can get up there. And then back here where there's not exactly much room, we're just gonna put like a little observation platform, I guess we could call it. And now back to the wool. I think we'll do the corners in light gray. I don't know why I switched to my pickaxe to break that. And actually, I think we're just going to keep it 1 block high because we do need a way to get in there. And if it's 2 blocks high, it's going to be taller than the individuals in there. So maybe we'll go with that for now and see what it looks like. So we need a whole bunch of chains. We got 64. That'll probably be a little bit more than enough, I would assume. So we'll line them through like so. And I think we're going to have to end up doing another level anyways, just because one kind of just doesn't look right, actually. So we'll do another one, and then we will see what this looks like. All right, so there we go with 2 levels of the ropes, quote unquote. And yeah, I think we're going to have to do that. That just looks so much better. So I wonder if I could like do this to get through. Oh. Okay, going over is not what I was expecting. I was trying to fly between them like that. I don't know how that just happened, but I guess we can actually get in there. Okay, so crisis averted. All right, so now we need to do a little bit of stuff over on this side of the room. And I think what I want to do first over in that corner is just come up with like a little seating area. And it's kind of going to be like a small corner just for where people will sit down to gamble on the fights. So there'll be like a couple couches like this maybe, and then a small table in the middle. Let's see, we'll do a little something like this on the sides, just as like some arms on the couch. And then right smack dab in the middle, we are going to use, what should we use actually? Let's see how a spruce slab table would look. That's not too bad. I don't like the shape of it though. It kind of sticks out really far. So I think we'll actually leave this just like that for now. And then I want to do a couple armor stand things. And where is my armor stand shulker gonna be? This should be good. Okay, there's the copper bulbs. I think I am gonna end up using those for lighting. So let's get out some of you know what? Let's just take them all. But yeah, we'll take that. And then over here, we have some item frames could come in handy. Paintings. Yup. Oh, there we go. Armor stands. And now I need to go get some gold. All right, we have retrieved some gold, and now I want to try and do something a little funky. So that's not what I meant to do. So we're going to try and put some gold on this table just to kind of make it look like somebody's been gambling a little bit. You know what I mean? So we got 2 different sizes for gold, and let's see what we can come up with right here. So we got through this little gambling corner. We've got some gold on the table, and you know, somebody dropped a piece on the floor, because these guys are all drunk individuals, of course, and I'm kind of happy with it. It's not bad. We'll see how it fits with the rest of the room once we're finished with it, but yeah, that's going to be our gambling corner. So now you can see that I used some candles here for lighting, and I think we're just going to go around and use candles everywhere. I was just going to throw them right on top of the poles in the corner of the ring, but I think that might be a little bit too rogue even for an underground fight club. So I think what we'll do is just kind of go around and put some sconces on the wall and use those for lighting, which is not going to work behind there. But let's see, maybe we can put some over here. So we'll do one like that, throw another one here. So we'll do 3 on this one, and then we'll do 4 on this one. And then let's try and match it on this side. We'll do 4 on that one, and then 3 on this one. So, like so, light them on up, get rid of that, and that is dark and mysterious, and I kind of like it. But the question is it light enough to not allow mobs to spawn? And it looks like it is, actually. So now I guess we'll just go and throw some more around this place. So we'll have 1 here, and we'll do another 4 on there. So let's just throw another one, like, right up in here. Throw another 4 on there, and I think I lit the wrong thing, actually. To me, that doesn't look like the candle's lit, but it is giving off good light. Okay, fine. We'll fix it. Whatever. Now, the only problem is it is a little bit dark in the ring, so I might bail on this, actually. Let's try and put the candles right on top of the corners in the ring and see how that looks, because, you know, I did kind of forget that we are doing an underground fight ring, and, you know, people are probably going to be drunk. So doing a terrible idea for lighting doesn't seem completely out of the question now, does it? So we'll get rid of these and see how this technique is lighting everything up. And I do really like that. That is way better. I like that much more. And then we don't have to use the copper bulbs, which I kind of feel just really wouldn't fit in. So I think this will work out doing it like that. And it is lighting everything up. We are going to have something over here. Let's do something a little different down the hallway as well. So I just need a couple bricks of deep slate. We'll just grab our cracked boys and we'll do this. Oh, actually, I wouldn't have even had to do that now that I think about it, because the block that I'm taking out, I can just move back there. Oh, I wish my brain worked, man. I really do. So I switched it out to only 2 candles on both of these so that it's a little bit lower light. Actually, maybe we'll do 3 on this one just to be safe. But yeah, I don't want to do 4 if I don't have to. Now up here, this is lighting the main fight ring, so I guess we should keep that lit up a little bit better. But like this one, I'm going to switch this one to be 3, just so that it's a little bit darker. And then anything else that we do over here will probably be 2 or 3, just to kind of keep with the same ambiance. So I think what I'm going to do quick is just kind of go and throw a few more paintings along here and see if I can space them out properly. Don't want to have any of the same. And apparently we're only going to get the same. There we go. So then we'll do one here and like that. And, ooh, another new one. Okay. And it doesn't quite line up properly with the corner, but that's okay. We're going to keep it. So we got some art on the walls like that. And over here, why don't we just do like a, okay, I was going to say massive, but that's, holy cow. So let's throw a couple of these here, and maybe we'll try a giant one up there. No, I think it does have to be lower. So we'll throw a line here and then do that. Oh my goodness, it's a fight painting. Yes. Wow. We have a fight painting for the fight club. Let's go. All right, we are ripping now. Now, I just moved it over 1 block because I want to put a small entryway here because I want to put a room back here just for some beds. I think we've got to have something like this in here just because, you know, fighters, they're going to be getting beat up. They got to sleep it off. All right, so we've got our little bedroom constructed. So I do have, oh, maybe it's on me, actually. I have beds in a shulker. There we go. There's 4 in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in the wood chest, we've got some barrels. And let's bring some of these as well. So let's see. We could do bed. And that's not going to be enough room. So we'll throw them up against the wall instead. Like this. 1 in the middle. 1 there. And then 1 here. So we'll throw a little shelf down here. And then some barrels between these 2, maybe 1 by this bed as well, and then I think we're good to go on that front, but actually, let's move this. We'll put this one by the foot of the bed, and then we'll throw some shelving in right here, like so, and then I think we're going to be good with that. So let's redo the candles. We will throw some on each of these. 1, 2, 3. Light. And there we go. We've got a small rest and recovery room for the secret fight club. And does it need a door? I guess we could put a door on it. Why not? Let's do dark oak. Yeah, we'll leave it just like that. Okay, that works. So now we just need something to fill out this space over here, and I can't quite decide on what we should do. Should I just do like a little sparring mat here and keep it nice and simple? I think what we're gonna do is just kind of add in more, you know, stuff that would be in an actual gym, because I don't really know what else to put in a secret fight club. I don't know, maybe a bench press or a heavy bag hanging from the ceiling, or, you know, that sort of stuff. So let's see what we can come up with. So I think what we'll do first is see if we can't come up with an actual, like, bench press looking thing. So let's get out some blocks of iron for the weights, and maybe we'll use some armor stands somewhere, and ooh, actually lightning rods could be the bar. So I'm gonna see if I can't get the lightning rods to be pushed into place using some pistons. So let's see, we're gonna want them here, and I guess we kind of just got to see if I can push them down. And that did work. Okay, so that's a plus. So let's just push these down. And one more. And now we've got a bar made out of our copper lightning rods. And I decided that instead of using the iron blocks, I'm going to use mini blocks as the weights, just because they don't look as massive. And I think this is going to be our bench press. Now, I will admit, it may take a little bit of imagining to understand what I'm getting at here, but I think it works. I think you could definitely see what it is. So we're going to keep it. Now, what else do? We definitely still need some lighting. So let's see if we can't get something to work over here a little bit and just make a little kind of end table type thing to put some candles on. And let's throw some right on here. We'll do 3 and why not 2 right there? Just for more, for more light. Okay, there we go. So now when you're coming in, you got some lights around. You come right by the bench press and then... what else can we fit? Can we really fit anything? We may not really be able to fit anything else. So what if we just did, you know, a little carpet right here? And that way we can do... oh dear, I messed that one up royally. We can do just like a little, you know, a little rug here. All right, I like how that looks. And I think we are just about done with this, actually. So it did kind of take just a little bit longer than I anticipated. So I don't think we're going to have time for that other building outside today. I think what I'm going to do now is just go through and, you know, add some minor details here and there, and then we'll be back to show it off just a little bit. Alrighty, we have gotten all of our little detailing done down in the secret Fight Club room. So let's get up on in there and check it out, why don't we? And just on our short walk over here, I would love to remind you, please subscribe if you haven't yet. I am closing in on 1 million subs. We are right around the corner, and I am lying right to your faces, so I don't blame you if you don't sub. I am terribly sorry. But anyways, let's get up on in here and check this thing out. And first and foremost, we've got to move our book from slot 1 to slot 6, opening up the staircase, and let's get down into the Fight Club. And oh, look at this ambiance. It's so nice and dark, just as I was hoping for. And boom, we have our fight room. So first, we get a good look at the desk. Yes, wow, what a desk. But no, I did make a couple changes to our bench press. I removed our original bench and added in blackstone slabs, smooth blackstone slabs, I believe they are, and then just swapped out the middle lightning rod for a piece of chain just to break it up a little bit, and since there was only a knob on this side, it was kind of bugging me, so... we switched that up and, you know, paintings all around. We got this nice big one behind our fight ring. And yeah, this is the Fight Club. We did a lot of texturing on the roof and the walls, you know, just adding in our blocks missing and, you know, that sort of stuff. And over here in this corner, I added a few mini stools here just for added seating and, you know, watching the fights and stuff and gambling and everything that you could think of over in Gambling Corner. And yeah, that is about the extent of it. We could go and look at our rest and recovery room yet again. We've got some shelves, beds, barrels, blah, blah, blah. We already looked at that, though, so nothing special in there. And yeah, this is pretty much the Fight Club room, and unfortunately, it took a lot longer than I was anticipating, so that's going to be the only thing we get to in today's video, but you never know. Maybe that leaves me with extra time to do something special for the next video, perhaps. But no promises. I do have a big build planned that I really would like to get to. I'm just waiting to have the proper amount of time for it, and I mean, who knows? Maybe this is it. But that's about all we're getting into today, so if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Like I said, we're almost at 1 million, or just over 1,500, but nobody needs to know that. Anyways, that's about all we got time for. I love you guys so much, and bye!